Hey, what's going on? It's me, Sean. So I want to first come out and say that the reason why I'm wearing this turban is because my hair is gray. I was so shocked by it. And I was already called an OG by Jack Cole. So thanks for that, Jack Cole. Ain't nobody got time for that. But I need a haircut and maybe even to dye my hair black again or something like that. But I'm prematurely gray. Not an OG, Jack. But anyway, I want to talk to you about the Kurds. Now, the Kurds, Kurds, are people that live on the outskirts or the borders of Turkey, Syria, Iraq, Armenia, and Iran. And they're facing ethnic cleansing. Now, in the 1990s, like 95, it was the same thing. These people are the indigenous people of those areas that I talked about. Now, they don't live in the countries. They live on the outskirts. They live on the borders of those countries. And Syria, Turkey, Armenia, Iraq, and Iran always threaten to obliterate them. In fact, not so long ago, not that many years ago, the president of Syria gassed those people. He sent military planes over the places where the Kurdish people lived and gassed them. So there were hundreds of people laying in the street dead by gas. Now, the American government does nothing to help the Kurds because the Kurds are the most poor people in that region. They have no natural resources. They have no oil. They have no gold, no diamonds, no gas, no natural resources of which the American government can extract for them and make a bargain. So ethnic cleansing, what is that? In the late 80s, or I'm going to say 1981, there was an ethnic cleansing in the country of the former Yugoslavia, where the Slavic people, the militia, went in to different parts of Yugoslavia and tried to obliterate the ethnic people in Yugoslavia. Now, the ethnic people in those cases were people who were Muslim, and the Slavic people hated them. Ethnic cleansing is when they take a group of people who are not of the main populace of a particular country, and they virulently try to obliterate the men, women, and children of all ages. It was massive rapes going on through the militia to all age groups of women, women in their teens, women in their 20s, even to grandmothers were being massively raped, and the younger women were forced to give birth to children, and this was their way of ethnic cleansing. Ethnic cleansing was between the Slavic people and the ethnic people in Yugoslavia. That's what that war was about back in the 80s, and it was a 10-year war. Now, ethnic cleansing is the worst thing that I've ever heard of. Again, people were killed not because of a language barrier, because there wasn't any language barrier. When those people live in those countries, they're able to speak Yugoslavian or Macedonian or whatever the language is in those countries. It's just because they look different from the other peoples. It's just because they have different bloodlines. And this is what the Kurdish people are facing now with Turkey, which is going into main part of Turkey to obliterate those people. Those people, the Kurdish people, are living in camps, and they were aiding are being helped by the American government to get rid of the Taliban, to get rid of the radicals that were in that country. So America is pulling out, and it's going to be a horrific war between Turkey and those other countries that I mentioned, who are going to go into those prison camps and obliterate those people. And to my estimates, there's something like the percentage of Kurdish people in the world is only about 40 million people. Now, it sounds like a lot. Sounds like a lot, right? But that's not really